Today we'll be discussing on chapter number 10, Vibhuti Yoga. So Krishna, in the ninth chapter, he elaborately spoke about devotion service, the glories of devotion service, and his Bhakta Vatsalyatva. That is the secret of all the knowledge. Krishna has revealed the secret of his heart, that is Bhakta Vatsalya, that he is always there for his devotees and his devotees will never perish. That is the whole point that Krishna wanted to establish in the ninth chapter. So, having said that, now Krishna continues his 10th chapter. So, there is nothing like Krishna just now, like it's a conversation. So, it's not like Krishna is saying to Arjuna, okay, Arjuna, I have finished ninth chapter. Now I'm going to 10th chapter. No, it's not like that. Krishna is just continuing his speech, and Vyasadeva, he is seeing all this thing by his Jnana Drishti, and he is making us different chapters. So, according to the subjects which are discussed, Vyasadeva is making different chapters, but Krishna is just continuing his glories. In the last shloka, Krishna said, Manmana bhavat bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. He said, Manmana bhavat bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. Worship me, think of me, and always pay obeisance to me. So in this way, you will attain me. So Krishna has just completed whatever he wanted to say about devotees and devotion service. From chapter 7, Krishna is having this in his heart. He wanted to speak about those Mahatmas who always think about him and who worship him, Ananya Bhakti, who worship him without any hindrance, without any motivation. So Krishna was speaking about those devotees. Now Krishna has completed about those devotees, and he will take up the same thing in 12th chapter also. So in 12th chapter, again, Krishna will speak about the devotees' glories. So in between, again, Krishna comes up with his Vibhuti. Vibhuti means his energies or his different forms, his expansions. So Krishna, in the 7th chapter, from shloka number, I think 8, Rasohamapsu Kaunteya Prabhasmi Suryo Pranavas Sarvavedeshu Shabdakke Paurusham Rishu Punyoganta Prativyam Cha Tejaschasmi Bhavaso Jivanam Sarvabhuteshu Tapaschasmi Tapasvichu Bijam Mam Sarvabhutanam Viddhipata Sanatanam Buddhir Buddhimadamashmin Tejas Tejas Vijavanam Balam Balavatam Chaham Kamaragavarchitam Dharma Viruddho Bhuteshu Kamosmi Vardarshava. And also in the 9th chapter, shloka number 16 to 19, Krishna was speaking about his energies, how he is pervading in this world, how he is controlling everything in this world, how he is maintaining everything in this world. So when you understand these glories about Krishna's energies, how he is maintaining us, how he is pervading us, how he is sustaining us, then this also gives an inclination towards Lord. So it is very important to understand the Lord's glories and also the Lord's qualities. We should understand Mahatmya and Yatatmya. So both things are very important to understand about Lord. When you don't understand Lord's glories, then you will not have respect. So when you develop respect, then slowly by means of service, then you develop love. Love is, when you have love, then you lose respect actually. When you love someone, then you forget about the greatness of that person, and then you just simply love him out of affection, and you always care for him, and you want to serve him. That is the quality of love. Love means what? Love means service. But this love doesn't come immediately. It comes from understanding the person's glories, the person's greatness. When you understand, when you approach a person, first of all, you see the person's greatness. You see how glorious he is. What are his qualities? You get attracted with those qualities and you start serving that person. Slowly, when you get connected with that person, you develop some love, some affection. Then what happens? You forget about the greatness of that person. You forget his glories. Then you start to think, I should take care of this person. If I don't take care of this person, then he will suffer. Then the greatness goes away, then the love stays. But that is what Krishna also wants. Krishna doesn't want someone who glorifies him always as you are great, you are my boss. No. Even if you are a president, but for a president, when he comes to home, the small child, ordering the president and playing with the president, because he's not president anymore. He's father and he's a loving husband. So he likes this kind of relationship. So Lord loves this kind of relationship, loving relationship. To develop this love, we need respect. Without respect, love doesn't develop. Without understanding the greatness, we cannot love Krishna. So Krishna is again speaking about this greatness in chapter number 11 and chapter number 10 and 11. He is expanding whatever he has just said in 7th chapter and 9th chapter in few shlokas about his vibhutis, that how he is maintaining, sustaining and pervading this world. So he just expanding those things in the 10th chapter. So this is called Vibhuti Yoga. This is how we should see the connection between these chapters. So Krishna says,